everybody. It's me, Jessica. And if you're anything like me, you woke up or barely woke up this morning because you are just feeling a lot of stress. So let's come on down, find some space on the floor. We'll actually get started in a nice seated position of your choice. We're just going to take the next 10 minutes to come into your breath. Try and just let go of all of the things that you have on your mind right now. If you find that it's uncomfortable to sit on the floor as I'm doing, know that you can always sit on a prop. If you don't happen to have a block, but you have a pillow, pardon me, Uncle Buck, simply sitting up on a pillow can help you to gently start to slope those knees down towards the floor and find some openness of your hips. So let's go ahead and place our hands on our thighs for a little bit more grounding and intention, and find the most upright seated position that you can. Take a little bit of a tuck of that chin towards your chest. Begin to roll those shoulders down and back away from your ears as if your shoulder blades are kissing towards each other. Just take the next couple of moments to slow down your breath and notice where your breath is. As the day started, were you breathing up in the top of your chest, or were you getting some breaths all the way down to the bottom of your diaphragm? And if you were doing some of the stressed breathing, which tends to mean shoulders creeping up towards your ears, or just those shallow breaths, relax. Slow things down. If you find that your mind is still racing, even right here during these slow breaths, consider taking the time to count your breath. Whatever you can do to just change your focus. Keep in mind that if your eyes are open and your eyes are moving, your mind is moving. So close your eyes or find one spot to take a gentle focus, and we'll take 5 more breaths right here. Work during these breaths to keep those shoulders relaxed down and back. Try not to let those shoulders stretch up towards your ears. And start to do a nice little scan of your body from head to toe, and just notice how you're feeling today. Just inhaling in awareness. And on your exhale, just letting go of any pain or discomfort that you can, of those things that we cannot control. Easier said than done. All right, with your head stacked above your heart and those elbows still drawing back, shoulder blades kissing towards each other, take a deep inhale. And on your exhale, drop that right ear to your right shoulder. If you want even more of a stretch, you can bring your left hand fingertips to the floor and gently start to walk them away. If you need an even bigger stretch, inhale that right arm up towards the ceiling. Bend at the elbow, bring your fingertips by your ear and allow that elbow to hang heavy down towards the floor. Find a little engagement of your abdominal core, drawing your belly button back towards your spine. Going to change the stretch just slightly. Tuck your chin down towards your chest. If you brought your hand to your head, slowly, gently release that hand down to the floor, and then inhale, turn your chin, eyes slightly up towards the ceiling, just getting a couple different stretches of our neck. Perhaps you've been staring at your phone or hunched over looking at your laptop. And change. Go ahead, Bring your chin down towards your chest. Take a moment, bring your hands back to your thighs. Keep squeezing those shoulder blades together. Maybe even giving yourself a couple little gentle shoulder circles right here. If you went for shoulder circles, take a moment, just switch the direction. And let's go ahead and get that nice neck stretch from the opposite side. So start off with your head stacked above your heart, shoulders down and back. Create space of shoulders away from your ears. As much length between vertebrae as you can. Take that big inhale. And this time drop your left ear to your left shoulder. You can keep your hands on your thighs. Remember, if you want that bigger stretch, bringing your right hand fingertips down to the floor and walking them away will increase the stretch on the side of your neck. And if you want even more, inhale, extend that left arm up towards the ceiling. Bend at the elbow, bring your fingertips to gently caress your head, not applying too much pressure of your hand on your head, just thinking of your elbow hanging heavy towards the floor. And if that felt too much for you, simply relax that left hand back down by your side. Take one more big inhale. Go ahead, tuck your chin towards your chest. Find that big stretch on the back of your neck. Be all the way into your shoulder. Relax your left hand back down towards the floor. Inhale your eyes up towards the ceiling. A little bit more of a stretch on the front of the neck. Really reach through your chin. And change. Ooh. All right, go ahead, bring that head back to center. Give yourself a couple shoulder rolls. You're awesome. Let's go ahead, come onto our knees. In tabletop. Laying out here just for a hot minute. Get your hands, palms underneath of your shoulders and spread those fingertips out nice and wide. Good morning, Fred. Press those hands, palms into the floor. Let's take a little bit of cat-cow. I like to inhale in cat, tucking my chin towards my chest, really pressing my palms into the floor. And I like to exhale into cow, allowing that belly to hang heavy down towards the floor. Finding a big stretch through your chin, squeeze of those shoulder blades. Go one more time in each direction. Regular cat-cow to start with, just waking up the body. And after you've made it through 2 times, feel free to find what feels good for you. So maybe a little shaking your tail. Maybe making some circles with those shoulders. There's no such thing as a wrong move. Just pull those pants up a little. Great. All right, from here in tabletop, we're just gonna wake those legs up a teeny little bit. Go ahead, extend your right leg back behind you. Keep that left leg down, tuck the toes under, get the ball of the foot into the floor. Press that ball of the foot down, a little stretch through the heel, waking up the glutes, the calves, the quads, and then we're just gonna go forwards and back. Starting to apply a little bit of pressure into the wrist as well. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Inhale that right leg up, cross it over your left. Just touch those toes down and then turn and look over your left shoulder. And change. Bring that right knee back. All right, go ahead, extend your left leg out behind you. Get the ball of the foot onto the floor. Just start pressing the ball of the foot into the floor, stretching through your heel, pressing into your hands, palms, squeezing those shoulder blades together, drawing that belly back in. Just a nice activation of the whole body. And once you're there, we're just gonna go forwards and back a couple times. Keep your eyes down to the floor in front of you. No extra wrinkles in your neck right now for 3, 2, 1. All right, inhale, lift up that left leg, cross it over your right, touch it down to the floor, and then turn your chin towards your right shoulder, look towards your glute, or maybe you can see your leg extended behind you, a nice Wake up of the back, stretch of the side body. And change. Go ahead, bring that left knee back in. Take another moment right here. Give yourself a little cat-cow. Take a nice stretch of those thighs once more with some gate latch pose. So keeping your hands, palms down on the floor, we're going to extend our right leg out towards the side. Do your best to get your heel invisible behind the toe. And the more that you really start to press those pinky toes into the floor, the more you're going to feel it. You can stay lifted upright here. Or if it feels good for you, you can bring those forearms down to the mat. Just make sure you're still breathing, that you didn't come into a stretch that was so deep that you found yourself limiting your breath. Take one more deep inhale and press yourself back up. We're going to walk that right leg in. Let's extend that left leg out. Clearly I did not straighten up around here at all before teaching this quick little stretch to you guys. So once again, you're getting your heel invisible behind your toes and then working to press the pinky edge of your foot into the floor. The more you get that pinky edge to the floor, the more you're going to feel that stretch in or outer thighs. You can stay nice and lifted right here. You can lower yourself down to your forearms, making sure I have my shirt tucked into my pants. Good times. One of the joys of being able to do yoga at home is no one has to see you. It doesn't matter what you're wearing. It doesn't matter what you look like. Who cares how deep you get into the posture? You're just making some shapes and changing your breath and taking this time to focus on this moment right now. And hopefully letting everything else besides the stretch and your breath and just being present fade away. All right, go ahead, press yourself back up onto your hands, palms. Go ahead, walk that left leg back in. We're gonna open our knees nice and wide, send your hips back towards your heels, walk your hands as far in front of you as feels good for you today. We'll allow your head to relax down to the floor, coming into a nice extended wide leg child's pose. If this feels like too much on your shoulders, feel free to take that generous bend of your elbows, maybe even bringing your hands all the way back down towards your heels and finding some rounding and opening of the shoulder blades. Just doing whatever feels good for you today. Remember that every day is different. Our bodies are different every day. So much of it depends on how did you sleep? How did you eat? Are you staying hydrated? Can you take care of yourself right now? And if you answered yes to any of those questions, I want you to lift up the two corners of your mouth and give yourself a smile and just be proud of yourself for taking care of yourself right now. Awesome. Let's press up and bring that stretch forward. We're going to bring our bellies all the way through. Walk those legs behind you. Come up into Sphinx pose. Elbows are right underneath of your shoulders. Hands, palms are on the floor. Finding a nice little stretch of that lower back. Take one more deep inhale. And exhale, relax yourself down to the floor. Make a nice little pillow with your hands. Go ahead, bend your knees and windshield wipe your feet in each direction. Relieve that tension that might have built up on your lower back. From right here, we're just going to take a spine twist on our bellies. So go ahead, stretch your arms out to the side like a T. Bend up your left leg. Walk your left hand palm in close towards your chest. We're going to roll over onto the right side and just touch those left toes down towards the floor. So it's your choice right now if you want to be in a spine twist or if you'd like a shoulder stretch. If you want to be in a shoulder stretch, you can roll more onto the right side of your body and even reach back and extend your left hand behind to meet you. If you prefer more of a spine twist, go ahead and walk those left hand fingertips away from you as much as possible and work to get your left shoulder or chest back towards the floor. Spine twists are so great for squeezing out all of that internal junk that we're just holding on to. We'll take 2 more breaths right here, whatever you decided to go for today. And change, slowly, gently roll back over onto your belly. Extend that right leg out. Walk your, left leg. Walk your right, whichever other leg. We're going to go for the opposite side. I'm trying to mirror you guys. It's a challenge. So once again, you can either enjoy this big spine twist by walking your right hand fingertips away and working to get that right shoulder to the floor, or enjoy a shoulder stretch by reaching both hands behind you and rolling more onto the left side of your body. Take one more big breath wherever you are. If that hand is reached behind you, bring it back down to the floor, roll back over onto your belly. Go ahead, relax your arms down by your side. Allow the shoulder blades to open just a little bit. And we'll just turn your chin towards whichever shoulder feels right. Get one more little stretch of your neck. A little savasana right here on your belly. Feel that rib cage expand from the back. Take a deep inhale, lift your head up and place your opposite ear on the floor. Beautiful work this morning, everyone. Go ahead, bring your hands, palms back underneath of your chest. We're going to press ourselves up into tabletop. From there, tuck those toes under, send your hips up, and just walk your hands up to your feet or your feet towards your hands and take a nice generous bend of your knees. Do a little dangle right here. If your hands are impossibly far away from the floor, think about grabbing hold of your opposite elbow. Take a moment right here, shake your head yes and no, up and down, whatever feels good. Keeping the weight in your heels, we're going to slowly, gently roll ourselves up. 1 vertebrae at a time. Yay! Inhale those arms all the way up to the ceiling. Exhale, relax your arms down by your side. 1 more time. Inhale, arms up to the ceiling. Palms together, bring them down to your heart center. Just take a moment right here and thank yourself for finding your breath, for tuning back into yourself. I know it can seem hard right now, but do remember that your breath is always there for you. The movement always helps. So get up from your chair. Dance it out, shake it out, whatever it takes. I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your day. As always, think good thoughts and eat good foods. Speak good words and do good deeds. Nourish yourself from the inside and out. I'll see you all again soon. Namaste.